welcome to this channel. This is Ghanatube, which you are for. Quickly, let's dive into it straight up. Yes, we are getting closer and closer to the elections. We have less than 72, and we have some like 72 hours and something to the general election, and it's going to be a very tensious and a tough election, I promise you, but it is going to be peaceful as well. Looking at it, the special voting is a shadow of what is going to happen on December 7th. I think it's a good one. Security is tight and everything. Forget your mom, forget them. But at the end of the day, there is peace in Ghana, even after soldiers, police, MPs, and others went to cast their votes, special voting. Now, I'm asking you this question, say, between Napo and Professor Opoku Ajiman, why and now what say obey your vice president? And depends on the person you choose as your president, that is between John Dramani Mahama and Bawumia. Now, young this is a challenge thrown by Professor Opoku Naana Ajiman, the vice presidential candidate of John Dramani Mahama. This woman, is trying to be the break a record, trying to be the first female vice president Ghana has ever had since the Fourth Republic. Which are for now, somehow can you say in 2020 when MPP Bawumia and Addo were doing a massive campaign, one thing that they promised Cape Coast, and as I'm promising here, I say, if they come to power, they will make sure say there is an airport at Cape Coast. But till date, there is no airport. Maybe we don't know. Say after 3 days to the general election and Sana Mbesi airport in India, we don't know. But from 2020 to 2024, airports are buying a promising Cape Coast for no airports no and buy on Monte Street airports we are buying no and our challenging Bawumia and I said they should come clean on Cape Coast airport promise. This is a challenge. Or to the government so no should come clean on Cape Coast. Are they going to build the airport or not? And obviously they are not going to build the airport because just 3 days to the election, they ain't even fancy airport. 2 days for it is not going to be possible. But this particular one is not going to be possible. No more Ghana for. So these are some of the reasons why they should vote against MPP. These are some of the reasons because they come out, promise Ghanaians, and decide to fail Ghanaian, decide to behave, say, Omurefi said they promised them something. How can you promise Cape Coast and airport and you refuse to build the airport? Nothing at all. It's your say. NDC ever power, they will make sure say there are lots of development across the country. It's the vice presidential candidate of the National Democratic Congress, Professor Naana Opoku Ajiman, has called on the government to account for its promise to build an airport in Cape Coast, a pledge made by Vice President Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia during the 2020 elections. Speaking to NDC supporters in Amfo within the Cape Coast South constituency on Monday as part of a central region campaign tour, Professor Opoku Ajiman accused the New Patriotic Party of neglecting the region after nearly 8 years in power. She pointed out the lack of significant development projects in the region, contrasting it with the achievements of the Mahama-led NDC administration. In less than 4 years, we built the modern Kotokuraba market. Yet, this government in 8 years has been unable to complete even a small market here in Amfo. The former education minister urged voters in the region to reject what she described as the MPP's disregard for the central regions development. She encouraged the electorate to rally behind NDC presidential candidate John Dramani Mahama, pledging that his administration will prioritize job creation, women's financial empowerment, improved education, and holistic development for the region. Professor Opoku Ajiman also cautioned Ghanaians against the skirt and blouse voting pattern, where voters split their ballots between different parties for presidential and parliamentary candidates. She stressed that a working majority in parliament is critical for the Mahama administration to deliver on its campaign promises. The Central Region deserves better, and the NDC has demonstrated that we can deliver. Vote for John Mahama and NDC parliamentary candidates to bring real change and development, she concluded. The 2024 general elections are shaping up to be a fiercely contested race, with both major parties making their case to the electorate. Wow. So that is all from Professor Opoku and my knowledge. As someone can actually want to say, yes, Ghana, a due timer, you have to make crucial decisions, and it all depends on us how we see this particular government and the previous government. I want you to drop your comment at the comment section. Are you seeing Professor Naana to be a vice president? And I say, Uncle baby. And for comments, yes, former President John Dramani Mahama ekopie ewo otumfo oseitutu na kache okochia no ketiko boni bese oni ni campaign to abro mkoju Ashanti region okochia no na enye azemketwa na ebusenfo otumfo azon kachire Mahama agofo ka say azem we die ai but say if God doesn't crown you king and you want to use force, it will not work. Why would Otumfo tell Mahama this? There is indeed something. But according to Otumfo 822, if God does not crown you and you use force, it will not work. It is God who crowns people king. It is a nakupon and country will say, obey your henia. All your effort, whatever you do to overthrow them, it will still not work. The Asante Otumfo 822 the second has advised former President John Dramani Mahama to adhere to election rules and follow proceedings as he aims to lead the country again. According to Otumfo, elections are not about violence but God's intervention and the people's choice. So using force to win power will not prevail. So in this case, it's Otumfo trying to say Mahama is using force to win the election. Well, I don't know. But these are some of the words of Otumfo or said to the second. Addressing Mahama during the courtesy call to him at the Mensha Palace, he stated, elections are not about violence. Everybody should vote peacefully and allow their agents to sign after the results have been counted. If we abide by those standards, I believe God will show us who should become the leader of the country. If God does not crown you king and you want to use force, it will not work. So these are some of the words from Otumfo to former President John Dramani Mahama. I want you to leave your comment at the comment section and I'll gladly read all for you. Ghanatube. So please, if you've not subscribed, kindly subscribe to this channel and hit on the notification bell for updates, especially when you are getting closer to the election. I promise you, I'll bring you updates upon updates, bits and bits. So please don't forget to subscribe and also hit on the notification bell. This is your girl Snowy. I'm out.